The American bison is one of the most powerful land animals in North America. Fully grown bulls can weigh between 900 and over 2,000 pounds, carrying massive muscle across their shoulders and a thick hump that gives them the strength to push through deep snow and harsh terrain. Despite their size, they can run at speeds of up to 30 miles per hour and move with surprising agility across open plains. Their dense double-layered coats allow them to survive extreme winters, while their endurance and physical power make them one of the most dominant mammals on the continent. Bison also live in structured herds where survival depends on coordination, awareness, and collective movement rather than individual defense. Even today, bison hunting exists under strict regulation and controlled wildlife management systems. The purpose is not driven by necessity but by ecological balance. In certain regions, bison populations can grow beyond what the land can naturally support, leading to overgrazing, habitat stress, and imbalance within the ecosystem. Controlled hunting is used as a management tool to maintain population health, protect grazing lands, and ensure long-term sustainability of both the species and its environment. Bison hunting is considered one of the most challenging forms of big game hunting in North America. It requires a deep understanding of terrain, animal behavior, and distance management. These animals are not only massive but also highly alert and resilient. Their senses are strong, their herd instincts are powerful, and their ability to absorb pressure and move as a group makes them extremely difficult to approach. Success in this environment depends on patience, observation, and precision rather than speed or aggression. Hunters typically operate in vast open landscapes where visibility can change quickly with elevation and distance. Rolling hills, valleys, and open plains create a constantly shifting environment where animals can appear and disappear with subtle movement. The first step in any bison hunt is locating movement at long range, often identified only by dark shapes against the terrain or the slow motion of animals crossing open ground. Once a group is identified, the real challenge begins. Bison are rarely isolated. They move in herds, and within those herds, animals of different ages and sizes are mixed together. Bulls are identified by their heavier frame, thicker neck, broader shoulders, and more pronounced hump. Cows and younger animals are generally lighter and more uniform in build. Correct identification is critical, and hunters rely heavily on optics, distance judgment, and behavioral cues before making any decision. Approach in bison hunting is slow and deliberate. Wind direction becomes one of the most important factors, as bison have a strong sense of smell and can detect human presence from a long distance. Movement must be controlled, and terrain is used for cover wherever possible. Even small mistakes in positioning can alert the animals and push them into more difficult ground. Distance management is another key element. Bison are extremely large animals, and while they can be taken at range, ethical hunting requires careful consideration of angle, clarity, and stability. The ideal situation is a clear, broadside presentation with no other animals in line of fire. A mature bull represents not just size, but power, endurance, and adaptation to some of the harshest environments in North America. Every part of its structure is built for survival: thick bone, dense muscle, and a frame designed to endure extreme conditions. In the end, bison hunting is not defined by a single moment, but by the entire process. It is a discipline built on awareness, restraint, and respect for one of the most iconic animals of the wild plains. The landscape remains unchanged, but the experience leaves a lasting impression, reminding hunters that the wild operates on its own rules, long before and long after any human presence.